Tuka tugende ne dunia chetukola nayo yinokubera ne faith mugwe okulaba nti nesogenda chiwangula yante ebintu byalinye sukali ali waggulu amafuta kali waggulu buli kimu kati mwana kyekugamba kiri waggulu nayo yinokubera ngo yina faith mugwe okulaba nti nesogenda giteeka wansi kubanga kyekugamba mani nakilozako nga fuba nyonga kakalikana naye nkimanyi kijja kugwa leero Akiba 17 Gasman Music mu studio Sembela wane nekulaga echende motoka zebeze mpakinga anti nakolanga nyokulaba ntuso obulamu bwenseno mane yakasana global gomingi yakaya buli kimwe kikaya buli kimwe kikakasa ana fere kale stress yeah corporate yes yeah anyanya
Enensi muliro butajikwata mpola sewe kocha na logo vumbi Enensi muliro butajikwata mpola sewe kulaga zero mubunji Enensi muliro butajikwata mpola sewe kulaga zero kugundi Enensi muliro butajikwata mpola sewe kulaga zero mubunji
Bana Uganda fena tuina kweyamba kubanga ensi yafe ejuda matonga fena tuina kukakuma vivi Usabe katonda sobolo tudasa kubanga kino ekiri kwanga lyaffe kika
Netwatuma tukikirira mu palamenti batuuseeyo ebirozo by'omunansi bavabira ensimbi z'obuwo mu nsolo nga bavabira emmere y'okulumbe netwebuusa bakoleraani bano tebakyakolera abantu wabula bakusa mbuto zaabwe
Adolofene Media Studios Agazimani Music Idea Akiba 17 Kobozina Chigala Yeah man Yo Agazimani Music Adolofene Media Studios Gazimani ulovaka ugenderi uli muna Uganda wena joli uyimukire mutwerwaneko kwangalitanawo omwana tunde ebintu bye natunda boda natunda kataka nabewawe ne bamusonderako obolunsi musajja wattu mukazi wattu nazeewola Nazimoza yagalira amagoba ne babeera ku shiwaddiiro nti gye bagenda kuyola naye gye bagenze basangayo ebizibu ebisinga ne gye bava omumwe mulyokoke bw'omusana saako n'okutulugunyizibwa abalala ne babajjamu ebitundu byabwe eby'omubiri Salegaliwa amagezi abantu baffe baleme kutulugunyizibwa nga ku byeyo Salegaliwa amagezi abantu baffe baleme kugibwanga mu bitundu byabwe ebya mubiri Salegaliwa amagezi kino ekibuuzo kigenda buli omu kukikwatako gavumenti muyimukiremu taase baganda baffe banyinaffe abagende bweru okuba ekyeyo kukyusa embeera naye owulira encukwe ng'ekubye olw'okuba basola ku nguudo abamu babajjamu ebitundu byabwe eby'omubiri ate ripoti ne zijja nga zogera birala nga babitutta Abawarabu bannaye tebalina kye bazza tebalina kye bakolawo okusobola okuzza omwana w'abendi gwe bajeemu ebitundu bye Salegaliwa amagezi abantu baffe baleme kutulugunyizibwanga ku byeyo Salegaliwa amagezi abantu baffe baleme kugibwanga mu bitundu byabwe ebya mubiri Salegaliwa n'obubaka njagala bugende eri buli muna Uganda wena gy'oli sagala obeere n'essuubi mu gavumenti kubanga teyina nakiyambye bannansi baayo wabula okwagala okwekusa bukka njagala tuyimukiremu tulwanyise abatooye banna bataagaliza nkula enkulaakulana ya ggwanga yaffe. Niligazimane sign out.
Purchase your tracks today.
Yeah, niligizi pepe Adolfini media. Wacha watu wa dunia ni wabaya sana. Abatuze mwaba mutya abatagaliza muntu yeeya. Buzaye mwaba mutya abatagaliza muntu yeeya. Bewo munapangirira sikulimba nonya kyakulya. Bewo tunda unyeba mu wino naye anoonya kyakulya. Bewo vuga ne takisi nkadde naye anoonya kyakulya. Bewo noonya kyakulya nsobola osanyusa tema bujje waka. Kyokka muyingiriro yagala omulimi akatono kalina. Tobeera nafalanga banna bakuyiseeko lera ngalo. Era ensi muliro muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kwokya nalo gwe vumbi. Era ensi muliro muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kulaga ziro mu bungi. Era ensi muliro muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kulaga ziro ku gundi. Era ensi muliro muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kulaga ziro mu bungi. Ekulaga ziro gwe gundi, ekulaga ziro gwe gundi. Emitima gy'abantu gyakyukakyuka lwa byanfuna. Oli akugulirira bakutemule olw'okuba wafunye ku nsimbi. Ebyobugagga byo bibafuutanira byebikusa. Olw'okubeko n'enziro bijjudde emitima gy'abantu. Ate oba n'owooluganda wo akutemula olw'ettima ebbiri alina gy'oli. Byofunye mbuku bibikwasa abantu ensalwa n'obujja. Muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kwokya nalo gwe vumbi.
Muliro muliro
Era ensi muliro muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kulaga ziro gwe gundi. Muliro muliro butagikwata mpola kulaga ziro gwe gundi.
Uganda kalubye nnyo buli muntu wa Uganda yonna okwetaasa. Namwabwana mwina okwetaasa. Ensi wetuse wakambwe moto anti kale katugende ne duniya kyetukola nayo yonna okubeera ne faith mugwe okulaba nti n'ensi egenda giwangula. Yante ebintu byalinnye sukali ali waggulu amafuta gali waggulu buli kimu kati mwana kyekugamba kiri waggulu. Naye olina okubeera ng'olina faith mugwe okulaba nti n'ensi ogenda giteeka wansi. Kubanga kyenkugamba mani nakirozaako nga fuba nnyo nga kakalikana naye nkimanyi kijja kugwa leero. Hakiba 17 Gasman Music mu studio. Sembera wane nekulaga ekyende motoka zempakinga anti nakolanga nnyo okulaba nkyusa obulamu bw'enseno mane akasana global warming ekaya buli kimu kikaya buli kimu kikakasa anafere kale stress. Yeah, corporate, yes, yeah. Anya.
Era ensi muliro muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kwokya nalo gwe vumbi. Era ensi muliro muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kulaga ziro mu bungi. Era ensi muliro muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kulaga ziro gwe gundi. Era ensi muliro muliro butagikwata mpola sebe kulaga ziro mu bungi.
Bana Uganda fena tulina kweyamba kubanga ensi yaffe ejjudde amatonga. Kati fena tulina kuka ku mavivi tusabe Katonda asobola otutaasa kubanga kino ekiri mu ggwanga lyaffe kika.
Tetwatuma otukiikirira mu paalamenti batuuseeyo ebirozo by'omunansi. Bavabira ensimbi z'obuwo mu nsolo nga bavabira emmere y'okulumbe. Netwebuuza bakolera ani bano tebakyakolera abantu wabula bakusa mbuto zaabwe.
Adolfini Media Studios, Agazimani Music Idea, Akiba 17, Kobozi Nachigala. Yeah, man. Yo, Agazimani Music, Adolfini Media Studios. Niligazimani ulovaka tugende eri buli munnayuganda wenna gy'oli tweyimukiremu twerwaneko eggwanga lisaanawo. Omwana atunda ebintu bye,
Purchase your tracks today.
n'atunda boda, n'atunda akataka, n'abeewaabwe ne bamusonderako. Oba oluusi musajja wattu mukazi wattu n'azeewola, nga nazimwoza yagaliramu amagoba. Ne babeera ku shiwaddeero nti gye bagenda kuyoola, naye gye bagenze basangayo ebizibu ebisinga ne gye bava. Omumwe mulyokoke bw'omusana saako n'okutulugunyizibwa, abalala ne babajjamu ebitundu byabwe eby'omubiri. Salegaliwa amagezi abantu baffe baleme kutulugunyizibwa nga ku byeyo. Salegaliwa amagezi abantu baffe baleme kugibwanga mu bitundu byabwe ebya mubiri. Salegaliwa amagezi kino ekibuuzo kigenda buli omu kukikwatako. Gavumenti muyimukiremu taase baganda baffe bannyinaffe abagende bweru okuba ekyeyo kukyusa embeera, naye owulira encukwe ng'ekubye olw'okuba basola ku nguudo, abamu babajjamu ebitundu byabwe eby'omu nga zogera birala nga babitutta Abawarabu. Bannaye tebalina kye bazza, tebalina kye bakolawo okusobola okuzza omwana w'abendi gwe baje. Okay, baniriza mwenna gye muli. I welcome you all wherever you are watching from. I might not play the Ugandan national anthem or the Uganda anthem. Naye I will just leave it because it's not quite good or necessary for us to jubilate. As you all know, what exactly is going on in our country. First of all, we got no peace. We don't have peace at all. That's the first thing. The second thing, I will not say that today is our Independence Day and we have to, to jubilate, to make party, to celebrate it, simply because of some reasons. One, first of all, it's like Ugandans, we are in captivity of just one family, and this family is like thinking that Uganda belongs to them. That's why everything you see happening in Uganda is happening because of the arrogance of just one family, and that is the family of the people in power. That is Museveni's family and Museveni's tribe. For them, they think Uganda belongs to them. That's why arrogantly they try and do everything in their own thinking. Killing people, that is number one. Stealing the taxpayers' money, that is number two. The son of a dictator coming up and then try to provoke the neighboring country, that is number three. And then indecently, instead of punishing the son, the father comes up, he promotes him to another rank of general and then apologizes. So after that, I can't say that we are celebrating independence, or we are jubilating, or we are doing what. No, this is not a celebration day. It's just a sorrowful day to mourn because we are still in captivity. Lots of Ugandans have died because of the because of the police that is supposed to, to keep Ugandans, protect them with their properties. This is the same police that strikes, knock with their cars, and moreover, those cars are bought on the taxpayers' money. Whatever we do, we Ugandans, we pay tax, and this is the tax that pays all civil servants. You understand? And some funds from foreigners, especially the British or the Britain, whatever, those British government, they give funds to the Uganda police because it's in writing. And these are the people who are strongly supporting, even though there is lots of crimes done by the Uganda police, we see very well that if this government, or if the British government does not stop funding and other organizations, if they don't stop funding these criminals who carry out torturing to Ugandans, innocent Ugandans, then at least they will come into sense. They will have a sense of understanding that if we do something, we can change something. I don't know whether you gave my point. Now, Uganda got its Independence Day in 1962. You all know, you all read the history of Uganda. And the man behind this, after the previous president, that is Mutesa II, Milton Obote, was in the signing of this agreement. But among all the presidents that have been there, in Uganda, ever since this happened, the independence, whatever, Uganda has never ceased to cry. Nothing good has happened. All the time, you hear wars, conflicts, fighting. That's the country we grew up hearing people call it the Pearl of Africa. True, it was the Pearl of Africa before the goons and the corrupt leaders who have been there destroyed it. Now, during the time of Idi Amin Dada, I guess you all read the history. You all read the history. Actually, you read the history because it is still there about the presidents that we had in Uganda. Idi Amin Dada, some people speak ill against him about his leadership. True, things had happened. Whatever you read about him happened. But I don't think that we should reflect on the bad things that happened during his reign or his regime or his leadership, and we also look at the good thing that Idi Amin Dada, Field Marshal, did, because the good thing I'm sure of, whatever he did, things good. Up to now, we still say we wish Idi Amin Dada was still here, despite torturing people, killing people. But they are good things Idi Amin Dada did. One, he went to London and built Uganda House. Idi Amin Dada. He went to London, he built Uganda House. Uganda House is like an embassy. But this is where all Ugandans who needed support could go, and get, especially those who were stranded. They could go there and get support. Two, Idi Amin, wherever he could go, whatever he could see in another country, he desired it to be done in his country too. That was Idi Amin Dada during his leadership. I don't think whether in this regime or in the leadership of Mr. Museveni, Yoweri Kaguta Tibuhaburwa, I don't think whether these people who fly 24/7 going in different countries, I don't think whether they see good things there in those countries. Because if at all they could go, or they go and admire something, and then they come in, Mr. Museveni himself, I don't know whether whenever he goes to any country and spots something, I don't think whether he finds it in heart to be done in Uganda. That's never. It's not there. Because if it's so, for the past all years he's been in power, I'm sure he would have done something to develop Uganda. Today Ugandans reach a time of getting stuck. For example, during the COVID-19 in China, when Chinese were like, all blacks should go back. Some African countries, the likes of Kenya, Nigeria, I'm sure they sent planes and picked their people. This has never happened to Uganda. We have planes, of which useless people, whoever feels he's sick, he orders for a private flight in a Ugandan aircraft whose fuel is bought by the taxpayers' money. But they did not take time to go pick stranded Ugandans in China. What are we on? Another scenario happened in Ukraine when they were like, we don't like, all blacks should go back to their country. Ugandan government at least some few MPs, member of parliament, they tried to raise the issue. But the government did not acknowledge that. Rather, they wished maybe for them to die wherever they are, to be killed. That's what they wished for. During that time, we saw one Speaker of Parliament in a flight from Uganda, I think to Chicago, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. He was taken in a Ugandan flight. The fuel is paid or is bought by the tax or with the taxpayers' money. But the flight took one person to go for treatment. These are the same people who are in a government, but they cannot consider to do or to establish hospitals, schools, and other necessities. These people, they just want to steal. It's like what is written in the Bible, that they came to kill, to steal, and to destroy. That was declared to Satan. So these people are the same. They are like Satan, who came to steal, kill, and to destroy. For God's sake, these people, they have stolen everything in Uganda. Two, they have destroyed whatever President Idi Amin Dada had done for Uganda. Everything has been stolen. Nothing at all is left up. 2, 3, kill. They kill every Ugandan who speaks the truth. They kill whoever comes up and speak the truth against the dictatorial regime and leadership of Museveni. Understand? Hope all of you get my point. Those who will listen to it, watch it later, I hope you get my point. Now, the reason why I say this is the saddest message on this Independence Day, that to an extent that I will not even pray the Ugandan anthem, simply because of the bad, poor leadership of Museveni and his government, and his regime, and his people. Probably his family, Museveni and his family, they have done more harm than good. I don't think that the flyover constructed is the only good thing that we can look at. No, I don't think that the express highway is the thing that we can look at. No, I don't think that this fuel extraction, that we should look at it, because you all know, and he heard him say, my fuel, his fuel. So the fuel does not belong to Uganda or Ugandans, but it belongs to one person, one single person, Museveni himself. And this is where you wake up one time, you hear a gang of people come up and say, we support M7, we support M7, we support MK. MK, I mean Muhoozi Kainerugaba. This is a lost son. Lost son. You cannot wake up one time and start your arrogance attacking other country. This is not the way how someone who's son. Okay, perhaps let us assume that he is my son. What I could do to him, probably it would be not good. Because if it is me, I would demote him either 2 ranks down or 3 ranks down to learn manners. But this is it was like someone praying, on your parents' bed, as if he was jumping on his parents' bed. That's why even the father came up and said, we apologize, even he promoted him. It's so sad, very sad. You can't see my tears, but I'm crying. Tears, too much. Another point I would like to air out is about the foreigners who have occupied our country and the native citizens. The native citizens of Uganda have been kicked out. They have been kicked out from their country. You hear them in foreign countries doing slavery. I'll call it slavery because this is not looking for money or looking for green pasture. No, this is slavery. The second round of slavery. Africans have been taken to countries to do slavery. Indeed, it should be noted that we are not supposed to remember or to redo what was done. We are supposed to progress and learn lesson from the previous times of our grandparents, how they suffered, how they were treated, how they went through challenge, torture, pain, killing, dying. Because of the white man. This is the same white man calling blacks, come again, do slavery, again, come do slavery. Where do they come from? They come from African countries. Why? Because the leaders in the African countries, they are being fed by the small penny they get from these foreigners, colonials or colonialists. Now, These are the same foreigners occupying our country, stealing our money in turn or in the form of investors. You know, during Idi Amin's leadership, he dismissed the Asians from Uganda simply because they were running the economy of Uganda on their basis. Whatever they earn, whatever they get, they send it to their country. It is happening again. You go in a bank, you find an Indian sending money to his country, a bag like this. I witnessed with my eyes 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. I was in a bank, Stanbic Bank. I went to, by then it was Crane Bank. Then I went to, it is Diamond Trust Bank, I guess, where Indians send a lot of money. Now they have their bank, Bank of India. So that's what they use now to send a lot of money out of Uganda. They are exporting. Instead of developing our country, they are exporting. And because they support Museveni, that's why there's nothing done. 2, you go to work for an Indian in Uganda, the way they will treat you is miserable. It makes someone to cry. You know, they pay you less, but you work a lot. They pay you less, but you work a lot. Those are Indians. And Ugandans, you are silently quiet. You know? So many investors coming up. You heard of this lady who was given billions of money to construct the hospital, and all the money. No one knows where things ended. They only stopped on the foundation. Yakoma ku musingi. Tuba tetuli okwo baleese ensasagge ey'emmwanyi, coffee, that still again let us give Pineti, the same Pineti who was given money to construct the hospital is the same Pineti that is given money, or that is, given money to cut out coffee marketing in Uganda. Imagine. Someone doesn't have any idea simply because he has a connection. How can you tell me that if at all I have connection with other people because I speak to them, or I speak to the bagagas, rich people in Uganda, how sure are you that I can be in position to promote what you want? That because I have connection, I'll be able. And the fields where she is far corresponding to coffee or to marketing even. Have no idea on marketing, but she's given money to do coffee marketing for Uganda. This is the same guy I mean Museveni, who destroyed everything that was established. That is coffee processing, coffee marketing board that was there in Uganda. They used to process coffee from Uganda and take finished products outside. But when Museveni came in, everything was destroyed. And rumors say that this machine that was doing the processing is in Rwanda. It's in Rwanda. That's why it is. So, on that note, Ugandans, I request you to wake up, because we cannot, the economy of Uganda cannot be managed by foreigners. That one we can't allow it. I myself, I can't allow it. How can someone come into my family and start, managing the affairs of my family? Or maybe there is something wrong. Because you cannot tell me that you come from another country, then you come to manage what I'm supposed to manage myself. You're an outsider, and you come in my home to start managing my wife, my children. Then who are you? Or who am I? Who am I? It's like I'm a statue or a puppet in my own home. I'm a puppet. Now, if you say that you can manage now the affairs of my family, take care of my wife, when I'm there, this is absurd. It's so sad to hear this. It's sad. You can't say that you will manage the affair or the economy of my country. That's why you see, also I will blame Ugandans, and I will call you stupid Ugandans, because you have failed. You have failed to come up with one voice and stop any foreigner from running the economy of your country. I'm Ugandan too, but I will not say this. Sija chogera. Naye njategeeza buli omu mu kiti kye, njabbimutegeeza. So, the economy of Uganda is as worse as the economy of Uganda. I want to bring it njagala kireeta mu ngeri ejolongera ddala. Economy ya Uganda eringa ekibi ekivudde mu nnyanja oba ekivudde mu nnyanga nekyambuka beekiti nekimala nekikka. Ye economy abali ogirwaninga esooka si bannayuganda. Museveni is not a Ugandan. Museveni came as a refugee. He is superimposing in Uganda as if he's a Ugandan. He is claiming to come from Mbarara. All people in Mbarara, they don't know him. These are the people who came from Rwanda, and they occupied that side of Mbarara part called Ankole. That's where you find all the who are they call themselves the Hima. These Hima people, they don't want to work. All their life is cattle rearing. They look after cattle. That's the only work they know. Their ladies, they don't want to work. What they want is for you or to get from you, a man. That's why when you go to them, when you are Muganda, a Muteso, or any other tribe, and you go to them, they will, empty you, and they leave you. Because if you marry her in your own house, she will bring in her relative or brother or whatever, and they do things which are abnormal. This is too much sad. So this is the Uganda. This is the kind of tribe that came away from Oleva, occupied Uganda, and in the end, they are torturing now Ugandans. Imagine, I can't stop saying this. I've never seen a country issuing a national ID that expires. I've seen it in Uganda. Meaning, now mine, I got it in 2014. So, meaning in 2024, I'm no longer Ugandan. Imagine. My parents are Ugandans. I'm born in Uganda. Given an expiring ID in 2024. Now where do you want me to go? For sure, this regime, it's too much. It's too much. 2024, I will no longer be Ugandan. But I don't know even where I will be. Otherwise, I might not be in in Uganda. So now we come to how Ugandans are killed in Saudi Arabia. It's sad. Too much sad. I don't know whether other country also they have the same scenarios or issues happening to their people who come to these countries to work, but it's too much with the Ugandans. Ugandans in Saudi Arabia, they are killed, removed their body parts. They remove the important body parts like the kidney, and then the government of Uganda do nothing. It's so sad. It's sad, man. This is where I ask myself, what are we on? Ugandans, what are you real on? It's like we support. It's like we support everything happening in Uganda. And yet this is the issue that even I hear this organization called Human Rights come up and start shouting in Uganda rather than following what is happening to Ugandans. Now, this killing This question goes to human rights organizations, the so-called human rights organizations, the stupid UN, whatever, etc. Do you see any news about Ugandans who are tortured in Saudi Arabia? What have you done? What have you really done to stop that? To stop that killing? Because me, sincerely speaking, I've never heard of any country coming up that claiming you have killed our people. It's only Uganda. Because of the government, which is led by the dictator himself and his surroundings, family members, who think that in the end they will reap this world, or they will go with everything that they are fighting for. Today I've okay, that one will be last. So another thing happened some Saturday, Friday. The president of the Republic of Uganda, who was elected by the people of Uganda, the Ugandans, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, was in Dubai, in Qatar, and then he went to Dubai. Unfortunately, the orders of Museveni and his son, they work in Dubai. They detained him for some few hours. They have cancelled the concert that he was going to be carried out in support, or to get support to take back stranded Ugandans, because the government of Museveni refused to give in the planes to go pick them. But these are now the same planes that are taking sick family members of Museveni to go for treatment. The same planes took the daughter of Museveni to go give birth. The same planes took, you heard of the Speaker of the Parliament, Jacob Oranya, who died. I think Seattle, yeah, it was Seattle. The plane took him in Seattle. Unfortunately, he died there. This is the same plane that is taking ministers. Whoever feels is having flu or any pain, he orders for a plane and go and take him for treatment. But Ugandans who are stranded in the foreign countries, they have failed, totally failed to pick them up. But in the concert that was going to be held yesterday, it was to raise money to get Ugandans, buy them air tickets back to Uganda. Stupidly, the government of United Arab Emirates, and I'm just wondering, also Ugandans who are there, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? You could at least do something, If it's going on the street, it could be done, man. But you're hiding like dogs, hiding. Anyways, as I'm finalizing, I'm asking myself, where are we going? What do we need to do? What do we need to do as Ugandans? Uganda belongs to us. Uganda is for Ugandans. Uganda is ours. In order to again start celebrating what we call independence is when we have a good governance, a good leader, and a good government. You know? But if at all now you also where they organized their independence ceremonies, but this is not real, man. I don't think that Ugandans will one day wake up in a joyful celebration. You know, I know you're gonna die. We're all gonna die. I know there are so many spies of Museveni, whatever, and Mohoz, the drunkard. We know spies are everywhere. Sometimes I see them, but I don't give a damn. I don't give a shit. I do not give a fucking shit. Simply because whatever you're fighting for, you will not go with it. You might wake up one day when you're not breathing at all. But the question is, what will you answer? Maybe. You never know. We read the Bible, which even the Bible was written by man, that if you ask for forgiveness, God will forgive you. But if it is me, you come before me with all those crimes committed. Oh, my Lord, I wonder. Okay, so those who have watched this video, thank you, and I hope you have understood my message. It's so sad, very sad. Ugandans are dying in foreign countries. They're stranded in foreign countries. But the government of Uganda cannot do something. Thank you.